Hi, it is Sunday, 18th of May, and we're here in Budapest, downtown Budapest, in the Castle District, just before the Castle District actually, with this superbly renovated.
Neo-Renaissance garden.
I've no idea about that.
Well, that's what it said at the front.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In which case, maybe it's true. Um, anyway, it's really pleasant here. Sun's come out, the wind's back, but it's okay.
So we decided to have a break from gardening all the time, or sitting around in the flat recuperating after gardening all the time.
And this morning we had like 6 breakfasts and, and finished with an omelette, which we had about 2 o'clock. So that was a full morning's breakfasting, really, with juices and Desi stumbled across a very nice juice with ginger and carrots and celery and what's the other one?
I didn't stumble upon it. I've known about it. It's called ABC, but I think we added some other letters. A for apple, B for beetroot, C for carrot or celery.
Tegla, which is Hungarian for beetroot.
Lots of C's. Let me go around and show you this place.
Yeah, do it.
There it is. It's got these pillars that have been overgrown on purpose with these nice green plants, which I think in the summer are like that green, but in the winter time turn color into red or orange, I think, and they're always on. And then on this side of the path are lots of roses. Some of them actually smell really nice. Let's try this one. Oh, this one smells divine. Chris, come and smell this one. He smelled another one earlier. He said it didn't smell at all. Which one did you smell? One of those other ones. This one here is great.
That smells alright.
This smells great.
How about this one here?
Well, I don't know about that one. So over here, we're above the Danube. And we have been walking in the overcast weather now to arrive into a very beautiful sunny day.
And look, you see, we got the whole Danube experience in front of us. Very nice. And there's the chain bridge over there. This is the most interesting bridge in Budapest. So they say in my Hungarian learning practice.
Oh, somebody's having a party there.
We're going to go and have an experience of the renovation of the Castle District, because they've been renovating it for years and years, and they put a dome back on a building which got destroyed in the Second World War. So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so we'll carry on with our broadcast from upstairs.
Yeah, we'll resume there.
We'll resume our chat when we get there.
Certainly.
Don't know whether you can see, right in the middle of the shot, in the river, there is this group of little boats coming down this way. And this is where we are, right at the top. Well, there's more actually, but at the top of these stairs. And it's like a regatta. These orange and white little boats. And down on the road, some bikers.
Yeah, look. You got sound going as well.
Yeah. There's a boat club in the river and a motorbike club on the side of the river. And we are on top of the castle. Hey! Actually, this boat that's right in the center of the screen now.
Canoe.
This one is it's probably the winner of the regatta, because the other ones are coming along, but this one's really got in front of everyone.
And they're not racing.
There's another
though.
one there. Second one.
They're not racing though, because they should be going up and down.
Well, they seem quite well in tune with each other. Oh.
Yeah, but they're not going fast. Is this the
I
alternative?
think they're having a break now.
Is this the alternative Oxford and Cambridge race?
On the bridge, there are lots of people watching. Well, here they are. All with their orange, what are they called? Life vests.
Mm-hmm.
Waving.
All over the place. Look, they can hear each other. All over the place. Oops, we're going to get some capsizing going on in a
You
minute.
can take a picture of them. Some belong to the same club, it seems, because they have the same type of coloring on the canoe. Have a close up. Blue and white, and there's the occasional green. Single canoes, and then how many? 5, 6 in each? 4? They're having a very good time over there. They seem to be jamming into each other. This is taking still pictures. Oh, so cute.
The water looks blue there. There's blue skies out.
Yeah. It's quite a lot of boats.
Yeah.
It's good 50 boats, maybe.
No, not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40 so far I can see.
Oh, look at these ones that are coming now with a
41,
red and white flag.
41, 42.
They are going for it.
Yeah, there's all sorts.
With a yellow, like a special boat.
Ugh, it's all got horribly wrong over there.
Yeah, one's kind of turning the opposite. Oh, no,
Collision course.
they're gonna go backwards. But it's good that they're like going along together. That's what makes it fun. And I think these boats would tolerate a bit of a bump into each other.
Big boat there, look.
It's so good to see that somebody's actually using the Danube for their recreational activities rather than just these restaurants that are parked on the other side.
There's that old ship again there, look.
When I grew on the Danube, there was nothing like that. But I think I remember my dad saying that when he was young, they had the beach and they could go and swim. That's where he learned to swim. It wasn't regulated as it is now. Well, we're talking in Bulgaria as well, where the river's probably twice as big. But
Twice as big as this, that's for sure.
yeah, but it's so good to see people using it recreationally. All I know about the Danube is these barges with coal on top of them, loaded with coal or cement, being pushed along or pulled along by boats, by the boats that have the engine on, and these ones where the loads were, they had no end. They were like push boats. So it was only just for trade, like another road. But this is so great to see it's being used by people for their fun. It's fantastic. I wish I could be on one of those boats. Because this is not going to make me seasick. Because I don't really like being on a boat, but this is okay. This is a river. It's not the sea where there's lots of rocking. Anyway, we'll go up, shall we?
Yeah. This is the chain bridge here. Famous bridge in Budapest. Got a couple of lions either side protecting it. Can you see them? There's a couple of lions there. Two lions this side.
There's the lions here.
And when you get over the bridge, there's a kind of roundabout, and then you can go through the tunnel, which goes through the hill behind, which the castle district is built upon. It saves going around it.
And then behind it, apart from all these buildings, right there at the end, before the other bridge, is the Parliament building.
Oh yeah, that tall building with the looks. Two buildings like this in the world. This neo-Gothic, whatever it is.
Let's zoom in.
And our Parliament in England is the other one. It's 97 meters high, I think, or something like that.
Lots of building works going on in this city.
Huge amount. Look at there's the Ferris wheel tucked behind the Intercontinental.
There's the Ferris wheel there. And then what else can we see from here? There's the wide bridge. If I turn around a bit more, there's the wide bridge upon which we came on this side of the river.
And that, right at the end there, that's the Margit Siget, where the bridge is divided into two. You can see Margit Siget, and there's on top of it, you can see the tram. Right there it goes.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
You can just about see it on the screen. Yeah, but the chain bridge, let's carry on with the journey up. Here is the roundabout that Chris was talking about earlier, and the two lions at the foot of the bridge. And so when people or cars travel along this bridge, across the Danube, around this roundabout, and to the left is where there's a tunnel, and it goes under the hill, to the other side of the hill. Instead of going around, it saves a lot of, well, how long?
Never done it. Never measured it.
Right, let's carry on. Well, last time we were here, it was probably a year and a month ago, and it didn't look as excavated then. Now there's a lot more building going on. We were thinking we'll come here, we'll see it's all ready, but actually
It's worse.
it's got worse.
But up here, there is a building they finished.
Anyway, it will be nice when it's finished, but it's not finished yet. So
This is
maybe
the-
next year we come
This is
again.
the Prime Minister's house.
Which one?
This one.
This one.
With the police outside.
Oh yeah. There's a guard over there.
See the dome on top of it. This was all blown up in the Second World War. Yeah, it was all blown up in the Second World War, that building, and they're just recreating it, and they put the dome at the top and all that.
It's a little difficult walking here because look at the state of these cobbles. They're quite uneven and with big gaps in between. I need to walk very carefully not to trip in any of those. But the color of this grass,
Very green.
look at this green. I don't even know whether the camera can see it. It's so psychedelically green. This building I was thinking is going to be ready, but it's not.
This was all ruins. All it was lumps in the ground. Do you remember?
No.
It was just derelict bits of ruins in the ground. There wasn't anything there, and they're building all this on top of it.
Through maybe kind of like old photographs.
Yeah, but it was just ruins. It was all of cordoned off over here.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was just bits of just old bits of what used to be.
Archduke Joseph Palace.
Mhm.
So it's that building is this.
Well, you can see it's got the turrets. There's your bird pergola.
This is the garden where we came from. Is it not? This. Yeah. This is where we started. When is this going to be done?
10 years maybe.
It's interesting how the president's house is right next to the historical palace place. This one here, the corner building is so
That's
nice.
been renovated too.
Some flags on it, so it must be some government building.
And here we are walking into what's probably the centre of the castle district, and here in front of us is the most impressive church of Martyrs Templum. Look at the roof and look at the spire there, unbelievable. And look, I didn't notice this on the other side, but it's equally impressive. Look, the roofs, the similar
It's tiles.
tiles, yeah.
They're all different coloured tiles.
I think it must have just been renovated. I can't believe I wouldn't have seen it. But how impressive is this whole area? Look.
Oh, and there's a bus behind. Oh.
Nearly got run down. Look how clean these buildings are. Unbelievable. And the streets. When I first came here, this was nothing like this street. It was dirty, crumbling, all sorts of stuff. But now you can eat your dinner off the floor, like it's unbelievable. A real cultural centre of Hungary,
And there's some explanation of what we're seeing.
And this is Braille.
This is actually this. We're not gonna find out what this other building is. This is the Fisherman's Bastion.
Yeah.
That.
Which is
Or is it the whole thing?
all along.
Well,
We're going to go down these steps.
there it is in real life. You can hear all sorts of languages here. tourists.
Except when COVID was on,
Then there was nobody.
then there was nobody here.
There was the occasional person, and that was including us.
But like, I remember on COVID, we could look down here and there wasn't anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody. No visitors, no Hungarian people, no nothing. Just empty. To the left of this tree, we're going to go down the stairs.
There's a restaurant, I think, somewhere.
Yes, and under this arch.
Some of these queues are either for that or for the toilet.
Or going up.
I'm going up on that terrace. Do sightseeing from up there. The hotel there.
I think it's the Hilton, something like that.
Hilton.
Yeah. And then here you've got
There's some
kings.
Some historical figures. Kings and soldiers, army leaders.
It's a beautiful
It's
view
a
from here.
beautiful view of how all these little terraces look.
Yeah.
Shame for these lights because they are in the way, but they actually make it pretty in the night when you look on the other side of the river.
It goes right across to the Fisherman's Bastion over there.
Yeah.
Oh. So we've just climbed down from the top, and there we've just come down from there, and there's the Fisherman's Bastion, and the whole thing stretches across to the right there, all the museums and palaces and everything. And we're now at the base, and we're going to walk. There's still a long way to walk down because we're still halfway up, actually. Very impressive though. And it's so clean and
How lucky are we with this weather? Because when we started walking from
it's
home,
cold, chilly,
it was cold. I had a coat on,
windy.
windy. Right at the Danube level again.
Yeah, we've just clambered down from the castle district, and it's a fair way down. But now we're on the other side of this chain bridge, and we're going to walk up on it, across the Danube, and head towards the coffee shop in Kaczynski Ulica, or nearby anyway. But up behind me on the hill is the citadel, and that's for another day. There's a bit
There's a bit of a walk on that.
It's on the place called the Gellert Hedge, it's the Gellert Hill, and it's been put up there, but they're renovating at the moment. They've been doing that for about 3 or 4 years. You can't actually get to it. We might be able to now, but like they're doing the monuments up on the Castle District, they're also renovating that. A lot of renovation, they've done loads already. Anyway, we don't have to stop here for long.
Let's have a look at the clouds. Oh my gosh, look at those! Yeah,
it looks like again we chose the right time to walk.
We better get going. Here's an interesting thing that we stumbled across.
108 centimetres.
Hydrographic station. So it's 1 meter, is it?
Well, it looks like it.
Well, only 1 meter deep. This river. There's 1 meter deep.
No, it's 1 meter from.
From where? And a big airplane in the sky, very big. And this tram goes under a tunnel, the same tunnel that the cars go, but a bit different next to it.
So here we are. This is Lance Heath.
Right, there's where the tram went.
Yeah.
And now, if we actually go up a bit,
They'll
up
go
these
out.
stairs, yeah, to go on the bridge, we're gonna see the tunnel under the castle and that roundabout that Chris was talking about and that we saw from up.
Well, look, I've got to hold your hand.
Yeah, hold my hand, because look what it says here. More steps. Today was the day of the steps. We're supposed to be having a restful day. Here comes the tunnel.
There it is.
Oops. And the roundabout. And we were looking at it from, where were we? Up there somewhere.
Over there.
And over there somewhere.
There's that eagle thing.
There's the bird. There's nothing. There's the bird. And there's the tunnel. Behind these trees is the gigolo. Shiklo. Sorry. Shiklo. I call it by all sorts of names.
Shiklo.
Shiklo. They're having a good time. In Lynmouth and Linton and Lynmouth, I think that's where that is. There is a similar type of a railway up the cliff. They call it a cliff railway, I think, using water to power the cable cars. And maybe if we move a little bit, we'll be able to see some of it. So when one cable car goes down, it loses its water, while the other one gets filled up, and then it goes down, and it's just using the power of water and its weight to get the cars going up and down.
It's at the top. You can see it. It's at the top.
Let's move a bit. Oh, there it's coming down.
It's coming down. Look.
We're gonna see it.
That sign.
Yeah, that lamp, or what is this?
There it goes up as well.
And the other one's going up. But behind the trees. You can't really see it properly. There it is, coming into view. So it saves all this walking up the stairs. Just have a little trip on this train. It's right there where we were.
Yeah, that's near the President's building. It's near the President's.
Right next to that bird.
Yeah. The thing is like, I think this is one of the most expensive railways in the world. You've got that little distance, and it's about 10 quid, I think. And the Luton train from the train station to the airport is about
£5.
£5, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes.
It's a bit longer than
2.5 minutes. But it's 2.5 minutes as well. It's like the same thing.
Oh, that's less than 2 minutes.
But there you go.
But it saves you a lot of walking. Right, there we go. Lions. One here, one there.
Yeah.
And now there's a bus.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the other lion.
Yeah.
Over in the distance, I see rain. And we didn't get our umbrella. So we need to get going. There's the bridge. It seems like the Danube is widest here. It's wider than the other bridge.
Well, it's wider there because it splits into two. And just when they finish painting the one side, I think they have to start the other side again.
It's very shiny,
Yeah.
freshly painted. You might be right. They've just done this side and now moving on to the other side. There's another angle here to see the shukla.
We walked from here where the gardens start, which is down there, all the way up there behind that tree, up there, up onto the castle district. And then we walked along. We went up the steps and in front of that building, which is still being built, in front of the president's house, along where the
And the
shops were.
president's house is the white building there.
Yeah. And we walked along there, and along there, then along the street, along there until we got to Martyrs Temple, which is over there.
The tallest
Tallest
spire.
spire there, and then you've got the Fisherman's Bastion, which you can see at the edge over there.
Just under this light.
Yeah, it's under the light. And then we came down the stairs there, and all of that area.
And then we walked all the way to the beginning of the bridge.
Yeah, all of that area is just amazing, monuments and rebuilding of history. It's amazing. It was all a lot of it was derelict when I first came here.
When was that?
1997, 98. And it's all been rebuilt, like massive. Quite impressive.
And all of this actually was underwater come last year's.
Yeah,
was it January?
Yeah, this place was underwater.
This place was completely underwater.
Yeah.
You could not see any of it.
Oh, you just could see a bit of the roof.
And then there's a building which we'll show you probably, I don't know whether we'll go past it, where they've recorded every single flooding level of the Danube. I think it was submerged all the way.
Underwater, yeah.
So I don't know whether they'll have space for this line. And then we are heading on towards that cafe, which will be a bit of a walk from
we
here.
need to go up here. No, I don't know how far we've walked. And we've just walked back via the old Napoli bus stop. And on the way, we thought we'd pop into a coffee shop, have a cake and sit down and chill out, just get our breath back. Not that I'd lost my breath, but aches and pains and all that. And it was shut.
Yeah, they closed early.
Just closed early because we were coming. No.
So we couldn't have cake and coffee in the cafe, which is famous for the English translations of all sorts of books and famous titles. And just as we were going through the door, the very friendly guy with an American accent told us that unfortunately we're closed, but we're early today. But tomorrow we open till 9:30.
Or they open from 9:30 in the morning.
9:30.
They're open from 9:30 in the morning, not till 9:30.
At 9:30.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go back.
And the weather actually brightened up. There were a few drips.
Go back to the flat now, via the pig sheik, the bakery, and see if we can find something a little bit sweet.
For this one here.
So Desi can have a sugar fix.
Because I've got it in my head that I'm going to a coffee shop, and if I'm not
I'm
going...
just looking forward to the Hungarian stew that we've got cooking tonight. That's the big feature, not some
cake
shaky dish. Bob.
Okay, so we're on the way. I'm sorry we can't show you the coffee shop, which
we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, we'll have another episode. Maybe we will record an episode from there. Full-length one, conversational one. This one was more like walkie-talkie one. So, thank you for watching all the way to the end. And do hit the subscribe button.
If you didn't, then you won't have heard that bit, and you won't care anyway.
Right. Thank you for subscribing.
Bye.
And see you on another episode.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you soon, bye.
Tap the button, please.